Well, howdy diddly dandy there, chums. It is I, Captain Steve, and today, chums, I'm going to be bringing to you guys, out there in viewer world, a little bit of some observations, as well as some fairies. Mind-blowing fairies. Heck yes. So yeah, there's a few things that I've spotted inside of here. So here, come a little closer, take a little listen. Let's just pop into camera mode and I'll show you what I have spotted with my eagle eyes. So I have spotted this logo, which shows a red and blue line, like a red car and the blue car had a race. Heck yes. But I think this logo is a bit squiffy. I think it might be supposedly round this way, maybe. Yeah, maybe it makes more sense that way. Not too sure. And the reason being is there it is again. There it is again up on that wall. Heck yes, and it's the opposite way around. And I'd say that's probably the correct way around, maybe. In fact, I don't think it actually matters. It could be up that way, it could be the other way. Who really cares? But it's a red and bluey type, greeny type logo. In fact, it's orange and turquoise by my eyes, but there we go. That's just my eyes' opinion. If my eyes can have opinions, that is. Well, let's head on over this way and let's see if we can see this logo being repeated, or if not repeated, similar sort of logos that look slightly similar. So let's just go into camera mode and let's just whizzle over here. And yeah, look at the actual landing pads, chums, okay? The landing pads in the Nexus look like no other landing pad in-game. It almost looks like a yin and yang made out of red and blue lines. And look over there, there's another logo that looks like a red planet and a turquoise planet, or an orange and turquoise planet. But yeah, we're just going to say red and blue because turquoise and orange just doesn't roll off the tongue. Okay, and there it is over there on that wall there. The exact same logo that looks like the two planets. We're just going to say red and blue. There's also some chalk lines next to it, again with the red and blue being most dominant. So let's head on over this way and let's see if we can see any more of this logo. Right, so here we are, let's head on up. Now look at Helios's flags on the side of his building. We have a red and a blue, and they look fairly different. There's another red one there. But yeah, over here on these posts we have the same logo yet again, chums. And on the opposite side of said post, what do we have? We have the other logos from the actual wall panels. Let's go over there in a second. But it's quite near to that kiosk. But yeah, we'll get to that kiosk in a moment. But there we go, we've got that sort of shenanigans going on there. And yeah, let's just check the other post and see if it's mirrored. So yeah, there we got the detail in there. And yes, we have the logo there. Brilliant. And down over here we have red and blue screens near to giant yellow chests. Could this be where you pick up some sort of rewards for a red and blue team? Yes, I said team. Why did I say a red and blue team? Well, over on this kiosk, by where all these logos are quite dominating, there is this sign that has two arrows pointing down there, as if to take two cues. And when you look inside of there, we've got a red banner, we've got a blue banner. It almost looks like there might be two NPCs stationed here to take on quests or something. I don't know. It kind of looks like they might be implementing guilds. Heck yes. You're probably thinking, Captain Steve, well, those logos have been there since the Nexus. Why do you think now is the time that we might be seeing something coming our way into our iteration? Well, if you think of the most recent building types that have been added into the iteration, the one that springs to mind the most for me is the archives. The archives are freaking huge. They're massive, great big structures, and they have been placed in game. And at the moment, there's very little reason to visit an archive. Here you go, I'm going to warp you to my archive base. We'll meet you down there, chums. Now we have arrived at my archive buildings. Let's head on over to the top area of said archive. Now the landing pads here aren't reminiscent of those within inside of the Nexus, but where we see this icon is if you head on over here. Strangely enough, chums, go past this agent on the left. And as you approach, this guy here, he hasn't got many red and bluey type icons. I mean, the one on the front here has got sort of like the red and greeny type, bluey type sort of logo-y icons. But no, that's reaching, isn't it? That's reaching. Right here, by this guild agent merchant, is this sign. It's got the logo on it. Yeah, there we go. The red and blue lines are right there for all to see, right by the guild merchant. So I'm wondering whether we can pick up our stash here or pick up missions here that are going to be guild related for red and blue teams. But then also I'm thinking, well, what about the Merchants Guild? I mean, this guy is probably going to represent the Merchants Guild, being Gek and stuff like that. But here we go, let's talk to him. So it looks like here I'm doing quite well. I'm a high-ranking member of the Merchants Guild. Heck yes I am, little Gek friend. Now, our last expedition was an explorer's expedition. I'm thinking the next one might be related to combat or fight, but it could quite easily for the Mercenary Guild or the Mercenary Expedition, but it could be a Merchant's Expedition, chums. It could. We could end up doing a trade one first. Who says that they have to do them in order? But here we go. If we head on over to the Merchants Guild, let's have a little read and read. A collective organisation of representatives, trading companies and individual merchants across the galaxy. They help control and commission work for pilots for hire on behalf of their members. The Merchants Guild is naturally dominated by the Gek, but that is not an exclusive club. All life forms are welcome under the umbrella as long as they have the requisites of capital reserves. You can see here planting and also units earned. So farming and earning units are the two things. Now, I can't think of many missions that they could send us on for those two things. However, the missions agent up at the station will give us a clue as other missions that we can pick up. I'm just by the guild envoy at the moment. I'm looking for that red and blue sort of circular logo. I'm not seeing it anywhere in the station. But here we go. Let's interact with the missions agent and take a look at the merchant sort of mission. So we've got there, locate missing person. Well, that could be quite fun. They could enhance that a bit, I guess. And we've got this one down here as well, to raid a planetary depot. I've also seen that listed as a mercenaries mission before. But there we go, 2 missions, so there could be more that they could do with this. Heck yes, they could. They could really pad this out. But I'm wondering whether we might get a merchants expedition before we get a mercenaries expedition, mainly because I'm thinking maybe we might get some sort of larger update to do with combat and fight and all that sort of goodness later in the year, maybe as the anniversary update. But yeah, I'd love to hear your ideas out there in viewer world. Yeah, it looks like he likes the idea. But yeah, if you've got ideas, please put them in the comments section, viewers. Heck yes. Until next time, goodbye, goodbye, and goodbye again. I want to say a massive, great big thank you for watching. If you like what you see, please like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. And thank you to my backers over on Patreon and on YouTube membership. If you do want to support this channel, you could just not skip my adverts. That throws revenue down my avenue. Or stay with Captain Steve a little bit longer and hit something on this screen. Heck yes, and there's also merch on this screen now. Awesome!